Get me to the sun, get me to the sea. Vacation on my mind and I'm feeling so free. Four cats at home, yeah, they cheering for me. Turn it up, let's get cruise ready. Hey, I'm on a mission now, I'm shedding the weight. Got a cruise on the way and I can't be late. Dancing every day, yeah, sets me free. Feeling strong, feeling proud, this is who I wanna be. Left step, right step, moving with style. I'm working for the sunshine, glowing smile. YouTube on my mind, where I share my ride. Every beat I drop is a win inside. Move with me, vacation's near. Dance it out, let's make it crystal clear. Every beat, every step, I'm living my dream. Oh, I'm getting cruise ready, you know what I mean. Move with me, watch me shine. Ocean waves calling as I reach my prime. This is my time, my shine, my victory. I'm doing something good and I'm doing it for me. Hands up, breathing.
Hello, 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 hello. So I am trying, I am trying vertical and horizontal streaming today. So I don't know who got on what stream, but it's a little disconcerting because now I'm staring at two of me. And let's see how it works when I put the comments on the stage. I don't know if it'll work. Oh, it does work on the vertical one as well. Well, hello, hello, hello. There are 7 of you today, and it is Thursday, January 14th, and it has been a crazy busy week. And my brain is fried. I don't know about anybody else, but Harjarine, thank you for joining me today. I just saw you dancing the evening away over at Foodie's Vacation. That was a lot of fun. And yeah, so Carrie says I also cruise every year. Yeah, cruising's a lot of fun. I did 4 last year. Actually, it was 4 cruises, but I only went 3 times because I did one back to back because I did a 4-night and a 5-night back to back. Because the casino deal that I got was just for a lesser expensive cruise. Not that fancy of a ship, and I wanted 7 nights, so I had to end up doing 2 cruises. It was a lot of fun. So welcome everybody. I see that we're getting quite a few more people on here, and I'm hoping that this picks up everybody's conversations in one feed for me to see. Yeah, Carrie, it is not. I really love the casino deals. I actually have, if you saw it just posted up there that I have a cruise channel that I do. Actually, I think the last 5 videos were teaching you how to do Royal Caribbean, how to use their casino offers to get free cruise or free or deeply discounted. I mean, nothing's ever free, except I heard MSC, like if you are able to get one of their casino offers, they don't actually charge you taxes. And I'm not sure about gratuities, but all the other cruise lines have to collect US taxes. And you're very welcome, Harjarine. I really love hanging out in Vicky's channel. I try to catch her live every day. It's just a lot of fun being with her community. And hello there, Jenna Talls. Nice to meet you. And hello there, JC Calamity Jane. It was funny because when I put my headphones in, at first it picked up my live stream in my StreamYard, but I have my phone in my bathroom. I have my camera, my iPhone 16 sitting on my bathroom counter running through a playlist, and you happen to be talking. And it turned on in my head, and I'm like, what am I doing? Why why is she talking to me? Ah, um, hello, Pamela 16. Nice to see you. You know, I have been very, very lucky that I haven't needed a mod yet. Don't know how to turn that on. Do you know how to turn that on? Is that the 3 dots? Put user in timeout. Nope, that's not what I want to do. Well, hello, TT Trucker. I saw you last night, I think, in the Downsize Live. So I was watching that right after uh right after I finished work. So just choose standard. Where would standard? Oh yeah. So if you're having, yeah, so if you're clicking on the live, there is, oh, I see JC Calamity Jane. I can see the difference actually now. So you guys can't see it, but on my end, I can see whether you got a little mobile phone next to you. So Sharita Dowsey, looks like you have joined us today on the vertical stream. So I'll try and get all of me in the little tiny picture. Hold on, let me move this back. My cat was laying right in the way and I couldn't get my camera far enough. There we go. I think that's better for that. But then I got to make sure that I keep it close enough that my old eyeballs can see. Let's see. Yeah, Harjarine, the Vicky's dance party is always so much fun. And then, okay, so you guys can see the comments coming up on the screen. And then, Carrie, so you started on the Wegovy pill on January 13th. So, yeah, let us know if anybody else has started on the Wegovy pill. I would really like to know how people get on with that. On paper, it looks like it is going to do the job, but maybe not for someone like me who has severe, severe, severe food noise and really, really struggles with losing weight to an extreme degree. So I really want to hear how people are doing on it. And then, hello, World of Landon 67. Nice to see you. Looks like you are a new viewer to my community. So, welcome and thank you for joining us. And let's see. So we've got Rose Von Story. So please forgive my pronunciation uh, of your names because I'm horrible. And looks like you are also joining us on the vertical stream today. So, well, thank you for joining me. And I usually give it a few minutes and then I'll do my way in and tell you all about myself. Because if this is your first time here, you're probably wondering who this lady is. So I'll tell you a little bit about me and do my way in, and then we'll just chit chat. I do have a vision board that I put together for 2026, some things that I want to work on for my personal self. So we can go over that. And uh, I think that was it because my brain, like I said, it's been a crazy busy week for me. I'm an accountant, so it's like we've got closing out December 2025, plus also the year, plus dealing with the tax accountants and all of that good stuff. Okay, so Carrie, you said that you're working but plan to go up on the next dose. Yeah, so for the Wegovy pill, I don't think it's going to be one of those things, is my personal opinion from reading the material, that you're going to be able to really stay on the lower dose. I think you're going to end up, everybody's probably going to be on the highest dose, but I think it may take people a little while to get up there because from what I'm hearing, like the gastro side effects are pretty much the same as the Wegovy shot, maybe a little bit more than the Wegovy shot. Let's see. Oh, well, hey, Shelley. Yeah, so sorry. So, I figured I would try and see if the vertical worked for people. If I was getting more views, some people do get like a significant amount more views on the vertical stream. So I figured I'd put it out there. Both of them come out. So yeah, so you just have to remember I did put vertical in the name, but it's probably hard to see. So yeah, just make sure you close out of that one and open the horizontal. For people, usually people my age, like 45, 50 and up, we usually prefer like the horizontal. But some people just want to watch it on their phone, so they like the vertical stream. Oh, that's really good, Carrie. So you're already starting to lose weight on that. Oh, shoot, hold on. There we go. Sorry about that. I know I forgot to do something. So, a note to folks who want to get into live streaming, make sure you turn your device on Do Not Disturb, because I have all Apple. And so when it rings on my phone, it rings on my iPad, and then it turns your camera off. And I don't know why, but with StreamYard, it just turns your camera off, which is ridiculous. Yeah, so as I was saying, Carrie, that's really great. You have already lost 3 pounds. That is fantastic. Really? Really, Heather? That's nice. That's nice. Let's not. Uh, let's see. Hold on. I have. Yeah. So. Yeah, okay, so that's a good point. So I am the queen of unprepared. So I definitely will make sure that I get the mod set up. I don't know how to do it without disconnecting my live stream at the moment, but yeah, Sherry, I'm sure some people like it, but yeah, that's ridiculous. But whatever. Well, hey, Fairbrick Studio, nice to see you. Uh, I do run into you in quite a bit of other live streams. Um, yeah, so, Carrie, gastric sleep does definitely help. But again, that's kind of a tool, but it didn't solve most people's problem with the disease of obesity, where you still need the uh, you still need the GLP-1 medication to allow you to lose weight. So I'm sure most of you have probably, those of you in the weight loss community, have seen a lot of the Oprah podcasts or videos with the doctor that she did uh, the book with, that she wrote the book with about Enough, and who's the actual obesity doctor that kind of turned her on to the medication and everything. Um, but she went into, okay, we developed all these other things to help try and fight obesity, but nothing is going to deal with it like a obesity drug, like using Zepbound or Wegovy or Ozempic. Well, hello, Candace. Nice to see you. Thank you for joining us. I have some videos of yours in the background uh, that I definitely are in the background. What am I talking about? In in my to be watched feed. So I have a backlog of stuff that I need to catch up on. I have been so busy. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so I got the 3 dots, so I deleted, and I know how to block anybody, but I don't know how to actually turn on a mod while I'm in StreamYard without turning myself off. Let's see. Nope. So I will just have to deal with it for this time and just make sure I'm not clicking on things that people shouldn't see. And Charlie says, hello. Well, hello. Nice to meet you. You are on the vertical feed. So I think you are a new user. So nice of you to join us today. And so it looks like it is about 14 after. I have been chitter chattering a little bit too much, and it is time to do my weigh-in. So I do like to introduce myself each time. And so my name is Amy, and I am 51 years old. I am, it looks like the slides, you're not going to be able to see the slides very well on the vertical. I guess next time I need to make sure that I do something with that. Hold on, where is All About Amy? Oh, there we go. So I am 51 years old, have a bunch of cats. Started January 1st, 2025 at 304 pounds. My goal weight is 124 pounds, and I'm estimating that's going to take me into 2027 to lose weight, which is sad, but I am turtle mode, so I will get there eventually. And let's see. So I do like to go over my calories for the week. And here is my calorie intake. So my BMR, basal metabolic rate, says I should be taking in 2,021 calories, but I'm trying to lose 1.5 pounds per week. So that gives me 1,271 calories per week to work with. That's average, or 1,271 per day, like averaged over the week. But this week, I did have a blank day, and that's because I took a holiday day off for Wednesday. I was just so busy that I didn't have the brain capacity to track what I ate. And then Thursday, I kind of unintentionally ate a lot more, not on purpose. I just was stress eating, and I was hungry because it's the day before shot day on Friday. And you can see how much on Friday, like I reduced my calories reduced because I take my shot on Friday. So it looks like I ended up overeating for 7 days, a total of 1,800 calories, which is about 0.5 pound. So I should have still at least lost a pound for the week. But it has been a very sad couple of weeks. Again, no loss on the scale. Yeah, I'm it's very sad, and I shouldn't let it get to me at all because I had several really, really good weeks ahead of that. But I'm getting a little stressed, and I don't know how well anybody can see this. I don't think I can slide it over on the vertical live stream. Sorry about that, folks. But if you look, I know this is a lot of data, but kind of like under actual weight, that's where I put my weigh in. And you can see for the last 4 weeks, I've only lost 1 pound. But if you look at the prior weeks to that, I'd lost 5, 7. I'd lost 7 pounds in 3 weeks. And that was coming off of a vacation where I ate whatever I wanted. And then Thanksgiving. So, truly, I don't know what's up. It seems like when I eat more calories, I tend on losing more weight. So maybe, maybe I need to eat more calories than what it tells me I should be eating. I don't know. I'm really trying. Like, I think the hard thing is I had such a good 2025, and then coming into 2026, we talked the last couple of weeks about like how up I was feeling and how well things were going, and I was just having such positive outlook. But again, I took compounded this week, and I've just like kind of been down in the dumps a bit because I'm, only 1 pound down in 4 weeks. And I've had a few other just like minor things that have kind of, uh, are kind of stressing me out to where I'm like, oh, come on. Like, don't do this to me, universe. Like, don't make 2026 a terrible year. I've already started out with uh, 2 weeks, well, a week ago now, I just leaned over to pet a cat, not even like leaning over on the floor. The cat was up on the table, and I just went to, uh, I just, I didn't even lean over. I just moved forward, and I hurt my back again. So now I got to go back to my orthopedic surgeon because I probably have to have another surgery. And it's just been between that and so much work stuff, and then burning the candle at both ends, trying to get all the YouTube stuff done. I am stressing myself out. So, well, let's move on to my vision board. So I stopped being a Debbie Downer. Let's see. Okay, I'm clicking. There we go. So I know that the people on vertical are only really going to get to see a little bit of this. And I know it's not very big for those of you on most of your devices. But I just kind of threw together kind of like what I was looking at for 2026. So on my checklist, I've got start a YouTube music channel. I have been in my spare time writing songs and putting them to lyrics, and writing like original songs with only very, very minimal help from ChatGPT. And I would really like to just be able to put playlists out there for people to be able to see, or to be able to just listen to, or even something for me to listen to where I'm not constantly just having to go song to song to song. But I figured, I figured that, why not just at least try and put it out there and see if people listen to it? You never know. So I definitely want to do that. And I took Harjarine's courses from DeBossway. I took the 2 courses, her lives that she did about registering music. So I definitely want to register. And then since I am the license holder, I can put it on my YouTube channel and get paid for it. I can monetize it. I also still, one of my big goals is to walk a 5K nonstop. So that may be later in the year, since right now I can't really walk long distances because my back is killing me. Um, so I definitely am going to have to kind of put a little bit of a pin in that. I can get some exercise, uh, but it's going to take a while before I do that. Then the other thing is, one of my goals is to start doing 7,500 steps 5 days a week. So I think that'll help get me to my 5K. Now I did look into doing like a 5K at like the Disney Runs thing, but then like their timing, like they said, you had to be minimum of like uh, 3.75 miles per hour is what you had to walk in order to be in their 5K race. And my little legs, I don't know if I can ever do that. And because of my injury, I can't run at all. Like, even if I weighed 100 pounds, running is completely out of the question for me because of the impact on my back. So yeah, so I definitely am working on that. The other thing is fix my finances, along with like the mental struggle of getting divorced and losing. I think I lost 15 family members between 2020 and 2023, and only one was pandemic related. So that was really, really tough on me. So also was emotionally eating, emotionally spending. So I need to work on fixing my finances, because my ultimate goal is I have a 5 to 8 year plan to retire, and I need to be out of debt by then. So I definitely need to work on that, and I've already started, and it is working great. I moved some things around. I got a Christmas or a year end bonus, so I did pay off a small credit card, and then that had a zero uh, balance transfer APR for an extended period of time. So I transferred a balance onto that, and then just kind of move some things around and save myself a bunch of money. So that really worked. And then I've got my Rome YouTube cruise coming up with my Grounded Life retirement travel peeps. So their information for that course, I do get a commission, but I did pay for that course that I took out of my own money. So it's not really sponsored, but if you do click on the link and purchase through them, I will get a commission off of that. But I am going on a cruise with the YouTube After 40 group, and it goes out of Rome. So I'm going to make a bunch of new friends and also meet people that I have just been watching on the internet. So it's going to be really, really fabulous. So I'm super, super excited about that. I do have a goal of losing 75 pounds for the year. This year I lost 51, and I did start January 1st because my goal again is to add more exercise in. So I'm hoping that I'm going to be losing more weight. Yeah, I guess we'll have to wait and see about that. I set these goals, and I try not, I don't really get terribly, terribly disappointed about it. But I do try and make a bigger goal. So I'm aiming higher instead of like just slacking off and going, oh, I know I'm going to hit that goal. I don't really need to try. One of the other things for my other channel that I wanted to try and do this year was to get Prime status on Royal Caribbean for the casino. And I know that if you watch my other channel, you'll know that uh, don't really advocate for Prime because I think people just use it as a status symbol and they aren't really thinking about it as, okay, well, what value is it bringing you? But there were some cruises that are available at the Prime level. Like when you get enough points to get Prime level, the cruises that they were giving you free cruise fare on were definitely ones that I couldn't get at the other levels. And I think it's going to be cheaper to get Prime level than it is going to be to buy that cruise outright. So that is definitely on my bucket list. And then more family time. So I've got a little picture up here in the corner of my brother and I from when I'm going to say I was 16 years old because I think that's my little car. My little Volkswagen Rabbit that I got when I was 16 behind us. So that would have put him at 22 because he's 6 years older than me. But he is going to be doing a job at the local airport up here. He's a fiber optic technician, and he's going to be overseeing a job to lay fiber cable from a new solar site that they're putting at the airport to use solar energy to power the airport. So that should be pretty interesting. So he should be in town for a month. But I would definitely like to make sure that we connect more through the year because sometimes I go 5 years without hearing from him. Not a fantastic communicator, I would say. Okay, so let me take my little media asset off there and turn myself on. So yeah, so it looks like I've got some comments coming in. So let me just go back. Hey, Grace. Nice to see you. You didn't miss anything on the weight loss. So in the past 4 weeks, I have only lost 1 pound, and it wasn't this week. So, but yeah, so I'm just really hoping that I'm not getting stuck in a rut or in a plateau because I'm always, I think one of the real challenges of being stuck in the diet brain for so long and dieting so many years and constantly failing is that I've only had kind of a year of healing and a year of the medication working. But I do know in the back of my mind there are a lot of other people who do hit plateaus. And so I was just waiting for the shoe to drop because I feel like sometimes the universe hates me. Honestly, and I hate to have that outlook, but sometimes just the things that happen to me are ridiculous. So I've just kind of been sitting around waiting for the other shoe to drop, and I really didn't want it to happen. But I've only in 4 weeks lost a pound, and I was really hoping that this coming up week that I'm going to lose more weight. The scale went down, but again, like it always goes back up Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So I am just bummed. It's very sad. And I'm trying not to be sad about it. Yeah, so I've been on 7.5 for a long time because after being on 10 for too long, 10 really made my stomach uncomfortable, but I may be needing to go up for a while and see how I do on that. And then if my stomach starts hurting, then just kind of back off a little and keep playing with my dosage. Now, because the 15 vial was the same price as the 7.5 and the 10, I got my doctor to write me the higher prescription vial so that way I could do my dosage however I needed it instead of being stuck with, oh, I only have a vial of 7.5. And I know like I shouldn't be playing doctor with myself, and nobody else try this without talking to your doctor. But I needed to make sure that I just had that medication on hand. So I think coming up this week, I'll definitely try a 10 dosage because I did only do 7.5 when I did compounded. And I just finished a vial of compounded, so I may actually skip the next vial for a while and do name branded again for like maybe a good month. And Grace, yeah, calorie deficits. Yeah, sometimes we need breaks, but I just, again, this fear. I have this terrifying fear that if I don't micromanage what I eat and stick within the calorie deficit, that I'm never going to lose weight. And then for me to overeat a little bit and get, almost 1600 calories a day, and then, oh, of course I didn't lose weight because look at me, it's all my fault because I didn't follow the plan. And I think that's so hard, because we all, anybody who's been struggling with obesity for a long time, this is the cycle we've been in so long that it it's hard to accept the positive change and believe that it's really going to work and that it's okay if you overeat a little bit. The medicine's still going to help you lose weight. So I have been trying to get more steps in. I have been consciously getting 3,500 steps per day when I had only been getting like 1,000 previously. So this week, even with my back injury, I'm back really, really acting up. It's actually been helping for me to get up and move around. So I have been making a conscious effort to go get the mail every day and then walk the long way back and then go take out the trash separately and walk the long way back. And just whenever I can, just kind of dance around my apartment and just get more steps in. And while I've been cooking dinner, I've been turning music on and kind of dancing to music as my dinner's in the oven. So that's I'm just trying to get more movement. So Candace says, I can't stay long. I'll definitely watch the replay in the morning. Thank you for showing up today. I appreciate your lives. Have a good night. Well, thank you so much, Candace. Get some sleep, and I'll just comment. Let me know when you're watching the replay. Oh, and I noticed on the vertical that the comment goes above my head. That's so cool. And Shelly says, yeah, write down this restaurant. It's near Trevi Fountain. It's amazing. Colleen and Elaine and Emil Lane. Yes, it'll show up 24 hours after the video posts and the live stream. I will make sure that I check that out. I'm really panicking. I'm really panicking about my hotel in Rome. And I did actually ask a Facebook group, and I need to go through the recommendations. The challenge that I'm having is obviously with limited mobility with my back, and then being solo and being overweight, because I'm probably going to show up in May at probably 220 pounds, which is considerably less than the 304 that I was at, but it's still a lot to carry around. But I got 2 nights before my cruise in Rome and 1 night after, and I'm just trying to find a place that's close enough to the train, because I'm going to take the train from the airport to central Rome. But then I want something that is on like a bus line, so I can just take the city bus, because I'm not going to be able to walk like a normal person, not this time around. Maybe next time. I just always have to remind myself that Rome will still be there. It wasn't built in a day, and it's not going to disappear in a day. So it will be there for me to see it again. So hopefully I will make sure that, next time I go, I'm in much better shape, and I can do all of the things, because I know most people said it is a really big lift. Well, thank you so much, Shelly. She says, it's definitely not your fault. You always need to look at the big picture, but it isn't always easy to do. You're right. Like, sometimes I've been really, really just so positive about everything, but I wonder if it really is a function for me of having the compounded medication, and it doesn't work on me as well as the one from the manufacturer. And it could be just the addition of whatever that they're adding to it maybe interferes with my absorption of the medication. I do have the redheaded gene. There is probably 50% of my family that have the brightest red hair that you have ever seen on the planet, like fire engine red. I do struggle with a lot of things that redheads do as far as anesthesia. Most medications are very ineffective on me. I can take Benadryl till the cows come home, and it doesn't make me sleepy at all. I know most people just it puts them right to sleep, but for me, like it makes me bounce off the walls. So it could be just like whatever that little additive that they have in it is just making it not absorb as well for me. Well, hello there, Kim J. Nice to see you. And Patty, nice to see you. She says there are many people that lose quickly on a GLP-1, but there are just as many that are averaging half a pound to 1 pound per week. Yeah, try not to compare as we age. I'm 62. We lose slower, but it adds up. And I agree. So I would be more than happy if the last 4 weeks I was losing half a pound, but it's averaging to a quarter pound, right? Because I lost 1 pound for 4 weeks. So yeah, so I just got to figure it out. I got to figure out what my body is doing and what it wants out of me, or what it needs to actually let go of the weight. Do I actually need to eat more? Because I really am done. I'm over counting calories. I've been doing it the last year religiously. Have not missed a single day unless I took a vacation day. Like you get my app that I use is Noom. It's called Noom. I'm not sponsored by them or anything. I just get it free through my health insurance. That's why I use it. And I've been counting like every teaspoon of butter, oil, condiment, potato chip, you name it. And I am on burnout of counting my calories. So, but again, like this fear of if I don't count those calories, I'm not going to lose weight. And if I don't lose weight, then it's my fault because I didn't count my calories and I didn't eat right. So like I really want to be done, but I cannot pull the trigger yet. I was thinking in May when I go on my cruise in May, I was thinking that was going to be my stop point because I'm really trying to lose as much weight as I can for May. My goal was really to be 200 pounds by then, but y'all, it ain't looking good because I was doing really good and then we ground to a halt. And so I'm really hoping that I could at least be 220 by then. TT Trucker, yes, I have thought about retatrutide, but I'm not comfortable getting it now because the medication that is being sold is not approved by the FDA for use in humans or animals. I don't know how if people are actually getting the real retatrutide and selling it. I do not know how they're getting it because currently it is only in use in clinical trials that are being run by the drug manufacturer Eli Lilly. So if someone's calling something retatrutide, it may not be retatrutide because retatrutide is a GLP-1, it's a GIP, and it's a glucagon agent. And so it is being put together, being manufactured and modified by the drug company. So I don't know where people are getting it at all. If it really is the real thing, but how do you know? So it's something that I'm really looking forward to because I think the glucagon agent would be very, very helpful for me. So it's the moment that it's available, I'm going to try it. If it fails for me, that's okay. Then I'll switch to another medication, but I really want to try it. Let's see. So Patty Lynn says, if you look at your whole journey, you're in the right range. Yeah. So my whole journey overall, I think I'm at 0.9 pounds averaging loss over my whole time. So yeah, so I'm not under the 0.5, which is considered like a non-responder, but it does get frustrating when you're, hanging around trying to lose weight and it's just taking so long. And so make sure that if you want to share your YouTube channel, just type #4cats in the comments and only put that in one line, just #4cats, and then hit enter, and then it will share your YouTube channel. And then Losing Its Gray says, it's crazy to me that people will second guess taking Zepbound or Wegovy, which are FDA approved, but rush to take all these other peptides not even approved. And I agree. So I mean, I'm sure that there are peptides out there that are completely safe, but retatrutide on its own is not a peptide on its own, if you know what I mean. It is a manufactured medication that is being made by putting three different components together. So how are these people uh, putting that together without going through like this, research and development and manufacturing process? So yeah. So I don't know how that's actually working. What people are actually getting that they're calling retatrutide. Maybe it's working, but maybe somehow the manufacturer released the medication to get it out there in the public and get people hooked on it. Or maybe someone stole some of it and released it. Yeah, or maybe maybe the plant manufacturing it has broke their NDA or their uh, exclusivity clause and has put it out on the market. Like I just don't know how it's getting out there. And losing it, Grace, it's none of my business, but the video you mentioned another creator got 40,000 views. Was about how much you've spent on your GLP-1. Uh, was the video you mentioned another creator got 40,000 views? Um, Remind me. Do another comment and remind me what you were talking about. Maybe that was me whining about like was that on Kendi K on Tuesday? Was that what I was talking about? Um, and how much I've spent on my GLP-1s? Well, up through all the medication that I needed to actually inject into my body in 2025, it was about $5,000. So I've actually spent more than that because I have medicine through I think the end of March now because uh, I just had to do my 45-day ordering through uh, Lilly Direct. So I just got another stash of it, so another month of it. So I have meds through March. So that's like, $449 per month. And then hey Kim J, nice to see you again. Yeah, so I probably do have a few people in the vertical live that are clicking on it. First and then realizing that I do have a horizontal live. Yeah, because I usually only do horizontal. But a lot of creators are telling me that they're getting a lot more views by having vertical live. So I figured I would check it out, put it out there. It costs me nothing to put it out there, but I don't want it to be an inconvenience to everybody else. So yeah, so just make sure, let me know, like if you really don't want me to put out the vertical at the same time, like it's just a click of a button. I can not do it. Uh, yeah, and I see Anissa did the same thing. Hey, Anissa. See, now I got to get in the vertical because my camera doesn't pick up all of me. Yeah, and so JC Calamity Jane, yeah, the vertical, yeah, so it just depends on how you like to watch your phone. I really prefer watching mine in horizontal, but again, I have two iPads, two phones, and a TV sometimes all going at the same time. Uh, so I usually prefer the vertical. Yeah, so Grace, you're talking about Kenny K Chat, you're talking about a similar video that got way more views. Okay, that was Casino. And yeah, so I think that's really the hard thing as a content creator. Like you can put out the video that you think is the absolute best video you've ever put out, put your heart and soul into it, and you watch it and you think, oh, that's a really great video. And then someone else puts something out that you're like, wow, like I don't even understand what they're talking about. And they're just parroting what someone else must have said, or they're just like reading off a script and it doesn't even sound real. You know what I mean? But their video just for some reason gets thousands more views. And I had that happen. I had a similar content video, not exactly the same, but I would say that my thumbnail was more attractive, that my titles were more optimized, that my content was better, that I read off a teleprompter a lot better. But for whatever it was, their video just got picked up and got over 40,000 views and got them monetized. Uh, they were way behind me at like 300 views, and just it was like overnight they got all their subscribers. So yeah, so I have to say, like, it's disappointing sometimes. You just never know what's going to happen. Well, hey, Mariella, it's nice to see you. Yeah, I agree, Grace. I wish it would allow you to integrate the chats from both lives. I think that I can actually see both chats together, but I know that you guys can't. So, like for instance, like Mariella's is over in the vertical, and JC Calamity Jane is over in the vertical. And I can see that because mine gives me like a little symbol to tell me who's where, but you can't see them because you are in the horizontal. So yeah, so I don't know, like I'll have to see like what the metrics come back at, but like, you know, if I get 500-600 views off of my vertical and only get 200 or 300 off my horizontal, well then, you know, then that wins, meaning like I do need to do both of them. But if it, you know, if I'm not getting that many on the or not getting that many on the vertical, then I probably won't continue it. Yeah, and I agree, Anissa. Um, the views and potentially all types of trolls too. Yeah, I hadn't ever really gotten any trolls at all until I did the vertical. And JC Calamity Jane warned me about that, and I forgot to set up a moderator before I turned on the live stream. So my bad. And then of course, when you're scrolling down, you accidentally click on the on the uh, on the comment that you want to delete, so then you end up displaying it. So sorry about that. If I had some offensive comments up on the stream, up on the screen. Let's see. And Patty says the fact that you can put chats on the screen makes it so that we can see the other chat. Oh, thank you. Somebody should have reminded me that Dunderhead here. I forgot to turn it off. Okay. Yeah, so I'll put that up so everybody can see, because you know some people don't turn on their live stream chat, and also it takes 24 hours for after when you're watching the replay. It takes 24 hours for the live chat feed to show. So once this posts to YouTube, then it won't show until about 6:30 tomorrow afternoon. Yeah, Kim J says it's a personal choice. Kim J, do you stream in both vertical and horizontal, or do you stick to one? And you know, I don't know how old you are, because I probably didn't pay attention when you were talking. The first time that I met you through behind the scenes with Joe's Sleep and Slim Down Journey and Harjareen and JC Calamity Jane and Hermione from Stealth Health India. I did watch that, but I do not remember kind of like what do you call it? Brain. You know, what generation you're in, whether you're Gen X or millennial. And Mariella says, I've never done the dual, only horizontal. It wasn't difficult to do. It was just, honestly, it was just a click of a button using StreamYard. So you do StreamYard and horizontal. So yeah, so I'm using StreamYard, and it gave me the option to do both. So I'm just letting it stream in both. And oh, hey, well, Kim J, I'm about to be 52 in about a month. So I'll be joining you. And, you know, I don't feel my age at all. Honestly, like I don't feel like I'm in my 50s. And, you know, when I met up with my brother last Wednesday, and let's see, so he's 6 years old. He's about to turn 58, and it's just weird to be like, oh my god, my brother's 50, gonna be 58. That's crazy, because honestly, like my dad only lived to 64. So you know, starting to get up there close to, you know, the ages that I lost my parents at, it's crazy. But, you know, I'm in so much better health than either of my parents because they have both had smoking related illnesses. And Kim J, I think you mean Gen X. I mean, you can vibe with the Gen Z crowd, but yeah. Yeah, so Mariella's or okay, so you haven't used the option yet to do both of them. And I just clicked on the wrong comment. So Mariella's, that is correct that you cannot see Kim's comment because she's in the horizontal. So, but you can see it up on the screen. See in the lower right corner, that shows everybody's comments from both of them. And Shelly said, I turned 69 on Sunday night. So I remember telling my parents how old they were when they were 60. You know, congratulations, Shelly. You outlived both of my parents. My dad made it to 64. My mom made it to 68. And I'm going to tell you, life choices, life choices. There are some choices that really do impact our health that do cut our lives short. And smoking is absolutely one of those. So, you know, there are some people that can get away with it and still live until they're, you know, late 70s and 80s. But for a lot of, I will have to say that my parents and my in-laws, they were all the same generation. They all died considerably younger than my grandparents did, and they were all smokers. My grandparents were not. Yeah, so YouTube combines, does it combine both chats in the live stream feed? Oh, so it does it. I know that StreamYard here is combining it. Let's see. Oh, and happy birthday, Shelly. Yes, happy birthday, Shelly. I hope you had a great birthday. And make sure that if you want to share your channel, that you just hit #4cats and share your channel. And make sure you do it now because we've only got 8 minutes. I can't believe I've been yammering on for almost an hour now. About probably nothing at this point. Make sure, yeah, you do hashtag and 4cats. So that way, when someone rewatches the live stream, your channel name will be in there. And thank you. I will definitely look forward to having you help me with that. I am pretty computer literate, but sometimes I just can't figure certain things out. And then Kim J says, unfortunately, my mom passed at 63. Dad's still living, headed for 80. Oh, that's pretty darn good. My grandparents, one made it to 81. My mom's parents, one made it to 81. My grandmother made it a month before her 89th birthday. And she always wanted to live to 99 years old and be like George Burns. Most of you probably don't know who George Burns is, but yeah, so it was sad to lose her then. But uh, my parents, man, and my in-laws, just they all ended up both the ladies. So my mom and my mother-in-law had COPD. My father-in-law ended up with cancer, and my dad had heart issues. He actually had a massive heart attack at 40. And it wasn't like a normal like heart attack. It was on the opposite side of the heart. Like he ruptured a vein. And the only reason he lived was because their house was a few feet from the hospital, and they had a mobile home in the driveway of the house next door. They'd actually torn the house down next door, and in the driveway was a mobile home where medical, like the EMS and the paramedics, would actually have their break time. So there was always ambulances parked there, and there was always medical staff. So when he started feeling really bad, he walked over to there, and they were able to like treat him and get him in the hospital within moments, because that's kind of like what John Ritter died of. If anybody remembers John Ritter from Three's Company, and I think he was in what was it, like the things I teach my daughter or something was like the last thing he was in. But yeah, so my dad was really, really lucky, but he did suffer a lot of consequences from that. And then TT Trucker, you're missing an S. It's 4cats. So try it again. #4cats. uh, so yeah, so that was pretty sad. But my grandparents did pretty darn good. My grandmother was pretty spry up until the end. And she had, what do they call it? Geriatric diabetes. So from like her late 70s, she had diabetes, but she loved her cookies. And so she'd go and have like a cookie or two, and then she had an exercise bike in her living room. So she'd have her cookies, and then she'd go get on the exercise bike, and then make sure that she was checking her blood sugar to make sure it would go down from the exercise. It was just so cute. She was adorable. No grays. I'm not thinking of getting more cats. I have 4 cats. That is enough. They're all being really well behaved right now because everybody got dinner right before I turned on the live stream. So everybody's having their food coma nap. And actually, oh, you can't, hold on, let me turn off the comments. You can see Marcia here on the chair. Now she does fall asleep so soundly. I know you can't see it in the vertical, but she does fall asleep so soundly that she will fall off that chair and hit the floor. And she did it while I was on the live stream with Kendi K when we were talking, because I warned her that, she's sitting there, and I warned her that that would happen. Well, and sure enough, halfway through the live stream, you see Marsha fall off and hit the floor. And Kendi's like, "Is she okay?" I'm like, "She's fine. She's absolutely fine." Like, she does it all the time. She does it when I'm sitting in the chair, and half the time she falls in my lap or she falls off. I usually catch her. But she's just one of those cats who will just fall so sound asleep that, thank goodness she's not like sleeping in a tree because she'd hit the ground. She's just crazy. Grace says they really are. I like it when there's acrobats going on behind you. Yeah, sometimes they are just being crazy. I know when I was talking to Kendi K, the cats were jumping up. So I have a kitchen island that I do not use to cook on. People do not get all up in a buggy about it. But because with my back injury, I can't bend down, so their food's up there. So they will run up there and just chase each other around. They're so crazy. Let's see. So Kim J. I was chatting with Kim K earlier today, but Kim J says, "My mom had cancer. Dad used to say he's living till 125. Well, I mean, he can hope. But he had a major stroke some years ago. He's doing good, but he slowed down a lot. Now he says he don't know about 125 so much now. We're holding him to it. Yeah." I know my grandmother was always on about wanted to live to 99 years old, like George Burns. So, and the weight of me says, "Do you have any trouble with your cats loving to cuddle your bras?" My boy cats love bras to sleep on. I will have to say that because I work from home and I don't usually go anywhere, I do not usually have bras out and about, and because my closet is in my bathroom, so I don't usually leave them. I used to when I had my laundry baskets out. But yeah, you know what it is? It's really just the smell. The boy cats, especially your female boy cats, love the smell of female humans, and they get very attached. Mine sleep in my bed during the day and sleep on my pillow. And at the moment I leave dirty clothes on the floor, which is not very often because I usually drop them in my bathroom, they are all about my dirty clothes. The dirtier and the smellier, the better. And then she's asking, Grace equals Grace. You changed your name. I know, actually, Grace. Losing it, Grace. Did you change your name? Instead of having it lose it, I didn't even notice that. I've been calling you Grace this whole time, but I swear to you, every time you introduce yourself in the video, you say, "Hey, my name is Grace." But because it was Grace, I wasn't really sure if your name was actually Grace. Oh, yeah, just more user friendly. Now, I loved losing it, Grace, but I can see, in YouTube land, how it makes it more difficult. Um, it is really hard. Like sometimes people make these YouTube handles that they're just so attached to, and then you're like, for the life of me, I can't remember that. So you just kind of have to make it as memorable as you can, right? Amy loses it. It's super easy to remember. And I do have trouble with my other channel, If You Seek Amy K, because I had added the K because you can't find my channel unless you type If You Seek Amy K. So if you're looking for cruising, check out If You Seek Amy K. But again, it's sometimes they miss it. But I do have it. Make sure that if you have more than one channel, that on both of your channels, you have in the description of each one, you have the link to the other so people can find it. Oh, well, thank you, Grace. And I'm never going to remember to call you Grace at this point. And so one thing that I was kicking around, I know there's like 29 of you online still with me here today, and thank you very much. But before we go, I was just kicking around the idea of actually getting like the Calendly app and maybe doing some low cost YouTube consulting. So while I am not an expert, I do have a lot of experience because I've been studying YouTube analytics and YouTube, like just how to do a YouTube channel. I've paid for courses. I have studied hours and hours and thousands of hours of videos. And I know there's a lot of questions that I can answer for people. But I know a lot of the YouTube people out there that are doing consulting are charging lots and lots and lots of money. So I was thinking about possibly putting out there, maybe doing like $50 an hour and just doing a couple appointments a week and just walking through someone's channel with them. Or if they have like really, they already have questions that they want answered, or just want to know like the general like rundown of, oh, okay, well, what's kind of like the first thing that I should do. So I was thinking about putting that out there. So if there's any interest in that or anybody thinks it's a good idea, just let me know. Because I love to teach. So I love sharing my knowledge, and I have tons of notes because I actually do private coaching as well. So every week I have a video call with people that one person has a channel of over 100,000 subscribers, and then the other person has 6 channels, and they all have like 60 and 70,000 subscribers, and they live, off of that money. I think they said they made, just on ad revenue, they made $120,000 alone on those channels. So definitely, so I'm definitely getting good information because I grew my channel to full monetization in 5.5 months. And it wasn't just luck because I'm not a lucky person. It was persistence and doing the things, just really kind of doing the things. And luckily, having a little bit of the personality that people want to see. But really, for me, it's just following the game plan that's going to get the YouTube rewarding me. So great. So when should we expect the next video? Well, I do have Saturday and Sunday off, so I need to get myself. I have Saturday and Sunday and Monday, so I need to get myself sorted and come up with some video ideas because I need to record actually for both of my channels. I missed my cruise channel this week because work has been so overwhelming. And my friends were in town this weekend too. So my friend Jill, that's usually on the live, she was in town this weekend. And so I was, prioritizing hanging out with them. And I didn't have anything in backlog for that channel. I did kind of have a little bit of a backlog for Amy Loses It, but I kind of like threw it all out at once because I was really hoping to capitalize on the diet and weight loss push in January. So, I was really hoping to capture an audience of people who were considering starting GLP-1s this month. And yes, this is much needed, especially because you're warm and fuzzy to talk with. Oh, well, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Hey, Kimmy J, moving and grooving in all the ways. Yep, yep, yep. And headed out soon. Bye, Kim. Thank you so much for stopping by. And oh, it looks like the weight of me. So your name is Mia. Well, Mia, nice to meet you. I know that I've seen you around on other live streams. So thank you so much for stopping by my channel. And so it is an hour and 5 minutes. And I don't like to keep you guys that long because I know there are plenty of other live streams going on and everybody's got a life and it is dinner time for me too. So I just want to thank you all for joining me today. Make sure that if you have any questions that I didn't answer in the live stream today, just make sure that you leave them in the comments of the replay and I will get back to you. And then if anybody's interested in consulting, just let me know because I definitely, while there, I don't mind teaching people, but because my time is of value, I definitely want to start to try and do a little bit of consulting and kind of get some value for what I'm teaching people. Good night, Mary Ellis. I will see you Monday. Oh, so on Mariella's 360 channel on Monday, January 19th, I will have to check the time, but I know it's like midday. I think it's about 1:30 Eastern time. Mary Ellis, JC Calamity, Jane, and I are going to be going over Nightbot and StreamYard again. So make sure you join us for that live. Go to Mary Ellis' channel and make sure you turn your notification on for the live stream. So it's 11 a.m. Mountain Time, but you are in that Arizona weird time, but that still should be, what is it? Central, that should be 12 Central and 1 p.m. Eastern Time. So as soon as she gets up the live stream placeholder, and then you can go and turn your reminders on for that. Yes, Arizona time. Yeah, because I know like Arizona and Indiana don't run on the normal time zone. So, well, thank you so much, everybody, and have a fabulous evening. And I plan on being here again next Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. And if you ever have any topics that you want to talk about, just hit me up in the comments and I will include it. So have a fabulous day and thank you so much for joining me. And I got about a 30-second outro of a song I wrote about me. It's for a Zumba song for me and my cats to hang around to the end and listen to my song. So have a great night. Bye-bye.
She got sunshine dreams and a suitcase in mind, counting down the days